Let's get some first-hand accounts after the race. Jenna, Corrado.
TJ, what caused you to get into trouble today?
To be honest, I wish I had the answer.
Sam, I saw you holding up the red lantern with pride. Yes, there it is. What does it mean to you personally to have your teammate win a stage? Alexander, such a close finish there. What can you tell us about what you saw towards the end?
I felt I had it.
When the finish is that hard and that close, how disappointing is it? TJ, I thought earlier today, Greg Van Avermaet said he was unsure about what his form would look like.
Well, I don't know if he was playing it coy or what.
He's never done this before.
What do you believe are your chances to end the day in yellow?
I think I have 20 or 30% chance to keep it, I think.
Why just 20 or 30?
Just to have a little bit of chance and not being too positive.
Do you picture yourself on the podium? Can you imagine it?
I can imagine it, but you know, I know how hard it's going to be.
Are you ready for this to be over, or you think you have another block in the mountains in you?
Oh my gosh, I think I've seen enough mountains for the rest of the year.
You see Froome running up the road without a bike. How does the tour compare to what you expected it to be?
Well, I feel like I was a boy coming into this race, and now I have like 3 hairs on my chest coming out of it, so just 3. 3
hairs on the chest. Maybe that answers my next question. Does it ever get old?
No, not at all.
Chris, first off, describe what challenges come with today's heavy climbs.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage of the race, everyone's tired. There's no hiding that.
It's no secret that Movistar is going to attack like crazy, so will you again play it defensively or give your stamp of authority and go all out?
You're going to go through all of that suffering, you are sick. You already have 26 stage wins at the tour. What more do you need? Why is it worth it to you at this point?
I love it, you know, I like winning. Since I was a kid, I always wanted to be the best.
You made it through the mountain stages of the tour. How has it been for you the past 4 days?
The hardest Tour de France I've ever done. Like, it's quite a bit of emotion in the group battle there, you know.
Yesterday, prior to the start, did you suspect that it would be a difficult day for you?
I did, and I think I was in a little bit of denial. Yeah, I'd been fighting this chest cold.
When you found yourself running into trouble, what were you feeling emotionally?
It was hard. I mean, it's the Tour de France. It's what you work all year for. I mean, at the time, I thought it was just a bad dream. I was going to wake up and pin my number on and start stage 17 again.
There's a problem here, Phil. What's happened? Well, there's an accident here.
Richie, very unfortunate circumstances there. Can you tell us what happened with you and the motorbike?
I saw you sitting on the floor with your eyes shut tight, waiting to hear the results, and I think the look on your face pretty much said everything about how you're feeling right now. But when you think about the past year and all the work that you put into it, how much more satisfying does that make today's win?
It's hard to describe. It's, I guess, one of those sporting moments where everything comes together.
Mark, really hard day out there. What can you tell us about the closing kilometers?
I was just hanging on there, you know. It was a bit sketchy, so.
Can you talk us through it?
Not really, no. I just see the wheel in front of me, Jenna, and that's it.
How debilitating was this heat, and how high was the tempo?
Yeah, it was a hard day, actually. You got Tony Martin in front, it's not going to be easy, you know. Yeah, it wasn't easy at all. 4 hours 25 for 210k. It's pretty fast.
This is the Tour de France. There's no shame in the Lanterne Rouge, is there?
A little bit, but with the crash and that, I was kind of forced into the position.
Speaking of that crash, it was stage 1. It was really early in the race. What were the phases of suffering for you to make it to this point?
Yeah, it was really difficult. Stage 2 was a disaster. Like,
did you think even once that you might not be able to make it through?
Yeah, plenty of time, but just had to keep going.
Cavendish shoulder to shoulder with Kittel. Can't get on turn here. It's going to be Cavendish all the way to the line. Or is it? Oh, he's come onto the line. Can you believe that?
Jenna Corrado with teammates Mark Renshaw and Mark Cavendish.
Mark, 3 stage wins for the team and Mark Cavendish so far this tour. What was the key to the team's success today?
Today we got lucky. There's not much more to it. We were in bad position. The final 20 Ks, it took us a long time to get to the front. I don't know how he did it, I haven't seen it, but he must have done an incredible sprint.
You said bad position. I heard on the radio. Where is Dimension Data right now? What put you in bad position?
Yeah, it's the Tour de France. Everything starts earlier than normal, so we saw today from 20 k's out the road was blocked.
Mark, I talked to Mark Renshaw after the finish, and he said you guys got lucky. Can you tell us exactly what happened out there?
No, we didn't get lucky. He got lucky because he didn't have to do anything, you know, so he saved his leg. So he'll be kicking my head in tomorrow in the mountains. But no, he was really good, actually. He did his job, actually, a little bit earlier.
But let's not make any mistakes here. He had a very powerful team with him. Jenna Corrado with one of his teammates.
Garrett, you guys spent 2 weeks protecting the yellow jersey. Then you have to do all of these media interviews. Just for a second, do you get to just soak it all in and embrace the moment?
Yeah, it's kind of, you know, yesterday was kind of job done, you know, 99% done. And it's kind of a weird feeling, sat in a hotel room, kind of like, oh, well, that was it. It's kind of like it's over now. It's kind of weird. And but then obviously you arrive here and the atmosphere is incredible.